Welcome back to the Sports Show, the show for teens by teens. And once again, for those of you who just show up, we have Mr. Officer Moise, and our topic for the day is teen violence.
According to our statistics, you can tell that Miami-Dade has reported about 30 young people dying, and over 5,000 died throughout a year. Officer Moise, what do you think about that?
When you say dying, how?
Crime or just murder.
Basically, it's actually gang violence. And 30 people die in gang violence in Dade County. How do you feel about that?
I mean, gang violence, you mean they get shot or something like that, right?
Yes, sir.
You said, how do I feel about it?
Yes, sir.
Well, to tell you, from my experience with the city, working within the community, this is a very extremely sad situation. It start, I would say, from home to the community, to the school, you know. And this is a situation where you guys as a teen, where you must be aware of it, the anti-gang violence problem. Because a lot of time, the teen himself, a young man or young woman by himself, get involved in a gang situation. I'm not saying not even aware of it, but by associating himself with the wrong person.
Yeah.
If you associate yourself with the wrong group, with the wrong guy, with the wrong girl, you may end up
in jail or in a bad place.
In a bad place, in a bad situation, or joining a gang and stuff like that. When they reported, you said the Miami Herald reported
30 young people.
About 30 young people.
Yes, sir.
This is a very high number. If you see, this is a very high number, and this is something as a teen where you have to spread the word out. Do what we're doing now to educate the community. Spread the word out in school, in community, at home, friends that you know, friends of friends. Mentor those people. Those people, those are smaller than you. Mentor them and educate them about
violence.
How to prevent that from happening, how to stay away from it. Yeah. Because
that's not a good thing.
That's not a good thing. And that number is pretty high. If you watch TV constantly, like you said,
almost every day you see that happening.
Almost every day you got something on TV, somebody gets shot in North Miami-Dade or in Miami or somewhere in Dade County.
Yes, sir.
And a lot of time that reported is a kids from school. Sometimes you see the principal, the superintendent come out and begging to the community to lower the violence. All that, you know, this is something you really have to to consider, and you know.
That was very good. And as you guys can see, it's not only happening in school, it's happening at home, everywhere in our community. It's happening everywhere. So what we can do ourselves is prevent that from happening. Let's lower the percentage down. Like we see 30 young people die. We don't want that to happen. I know myself as a young person, I don't want to die right now because I'm too young to die right now, and I don't want to die at all. If I could live for all my life, I will. But us as young people, let's prevent that from happening. Let's put the gun down so we can lower the percentage down.
Well, Ms. Fiona, do you have anything to say?
I say that I agree with Wood because that is really shocking to see 30 young kids in my age group dying. So I think that here's why we should put the guns down and prevent young teen violence.
And what you have to say, you have to see it that way. Kids must be kids. If you are 12, 14, 15 years old, kids must be kids and enjoy your kids' life.
Yeah.
You know, and you can enjoy it safely without the violence. The problem is sometimes is how to stay away from it. Sometimes, like I said, it starts from the house. It could be the kids is living in a house where there is a hostile environment. There is always problem between mom and dad, or the environment inside the house is very violent, And that kid, because he's witnessed that every day, and he carry himself that way, he feel like home for that kid is not really home. Yes. Home should be home. Yes. You know.
Yes,
that's how you. That's how you have to see it. That's when, as I mentioned, it start from home, because I mean, it's technically it is, you have to start it from home, because
Yes,
like you see, home must be a safe place for you guys to feel like you're going home. I'm going to a place, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun at home. I cannot wait to get home.
Yeah. I'm going to have a nice time with my family, my sister,
not you going home.
brother.
Oh, I'm going home again. Oh my God!
I'm happy to go home.
You know,
going to meet my
you
family.
should be happy to go home and meet with your family, mom, brother, sister, interact with your family. You cannot wait to be home. But some kids are like that. They're going home again. I say, oh my God, I'm going home again. That's a problem right there.
Trouble, yeah. And as you can see, that's the gun violence is not the only way we can have fun in life. Because as teens, I know we're supposed to have fun, but I see a lot of people be playing with guns. That's not the way we're supposed to have fun. That's not the right way. That's not the positive thing we want to see as young people. As young people, we want to have a better life. Like in school, let's go to someone else and let's help them make the right choice to become successful in their life. Not in the negative way, not the bad way, but in a positive way. Like the gun, let's put the gun down. Like Mr. Moise was saying, we're supposed to enjoy life. In the family, to you, for the mom, for the parents who's watching the show right now, let's make the teens feel comfortable at home. Let's make them feel like we love them and we want them to have a better life.
Well, research also shares that we almost have fights like almost every day in our school. Do you have any special thoughts on that?
Repeat that question for me.
The research also shares that we have fights almost every day in schools.
Yes, like you can see, I don't know what school you go. You don't have to really say it on camera, but like you can see, it could be on TV, or it could be from friend you heard. It could be from neighborhood. You always heard those fights happening at school. Now, those fights happening, it started at one point somewhere in the schoolyard. Two group of kids. This could be a little group of violent kids. It could be a little group of gangs trying to recruit other kids. And one other kids don't want to join, the other group don't want to join, and you have now two groups fighting against each other. It could be two gangs, or it could be also a group of gang trying to recruit another kid. That kid refused, trying a little skeptical, they refuse to join. They're trying to antagonize that kid and impress him, fight with him. You know, usually that happens a lot at school. In your hallway, in the bathroom, in the schoolyard, you can see sometimes in the schoolyard, you can see kids playing. You got two groups. There's a groups hanging out back there, and some of the group playing kids' role. Playing, you're
actually right. Because many of the times I'm on Facebook, I see people saying, "Free my brother, free my cousin." But as a friend, as a cousin for that family, why when that person living with you, like when you friend with that person, why can't you try to make the right choice? Why can't you help them make the right choice? To me, I feel like that's not the right thing. Stop saying free my brother while we were with them outside of the jail, outside of prison. You can help them make the right choice. So to me, that's not the right thing. And we'll be right back after the short break.